We have continuing coverage in Whiteside County, where a plea bargain was granted to a Morrison man who sexually assaulted two of his grandchildren. News 8's Nina Burns was in the courtroom and joins us live in studio. Hey, Nina.
Hi, John. We've been following this case since the start of April. That's when the family held a rally against this plea bargain. But this family's battle in court started long before that. Charles Von Holten left the Whiteside County Jail on $50,000 bond over 4 years ago after facing 9 different charges related to sexually assaulting 2 of his granddaughters, who both were under the age of 8. Over the last 4 years, his family has fought for this case to go in front of a jury. And yesterday, they shared their victim impact statements. I will warn, this footage may be disturbing to viewers. It contains topics of sexual assault.
A final attempt at stopping a plea bargain, as Charles Von Holten's own family line up to share their victim impact statements.
If only my daughter would have been spared the loss of her innocence by the man I trusted, my father, the defendant, Charles Von Holten.
Von Holten's children and parents of the 2 victims take the lead.
And I want to be clear, we are here today not because my daughter told, but rather because of what you chose to do to our little girls.
Detailing incidents of finding child porn on their father's computer and the molestation and rape of their children.
We as parents believe her, but really no one else in authority in this room has ever remotely cared about the 2 victims.
Shifting to their frustrations with the court system.
Please do not silence young victims. Please do not allow known pedophiles to roam free to prey on young children. Please set aside the pending plea deal.
Please allow a jury of his peers to decide the guilt or innocent. I humbly ask, please do not silence our young girls. Please let them know the past 4+ years are not in vain.
The 2 young victims brave the mic next.
Since April 2018, I have been brave and told the truth about what Charles Von Holten did to me. Being sexually assaulted and abused by my grandfather at a young age has taken over my life. The most painful betrayals in life come from those who you trust the most. It would feel better if he was in jail and kept locked up until I was much older. Then I could defend myself.
Before giving her ruling, Judge Trish Joyce addresses letters from the community.
One letter writer questioned how a defendant charged with a Class X felony could receive probation. Well, if that were the case here, I would have to reject a plea agreement for a Class X felony, which called for probation, as probation is prohibited.
That's because Whiteside County State's Attorney Terry Costello dismissed all Class X charges, reducing Von Holten's charges to just 2 Class II felonies.
The prosecutor makes plea agreements with defendants. I do not decide whether a case is tried before a judge or a jury. I do not control which charges the state pursues and which charges the state dismisses. I cannot give any weight to charges which were dismissed by the state as part of this plea agreement.
Judge Joyce gives her final ruling.
The state is dismissing counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the second amended information in 21 CF 210. They are also dismissing count 2 of the indictment.
Judge Trish Joyce is correct. She has no power over charges State's Attorney Terry Costello dismissed. Judge Joyce is the former Whiteside County State's Attorney, which normally is an elected position. But she appointed and swore in Costello as State's Attorney back in 2017, after he served as her first Assistant State's Attorney. Back to you, John.
Alrighty, thank you, Nina. Charles Von Holten's sentence includes registering as a sex offender, a $10,000 fine, 180 days under house arrest, and a $100 donation to Crime Stoppers.